Alright, hope everybody's doing well. What is never fun is getting zero mail today. So, around 2 o'clock I said, you know what, it's a kind of an important day. Well, I won't say important, but I guess it was technically my birthday. So, I said, you know, I gotta do something. And I had just an insanely long phone call from one of my aunts who just wanted to chat. We talked at least an hour or something ridiculous. I don't know how long it was. So, you know what, I said, well, I bet you one of my buddies is over at the old Goodwill bins. That's a weird bottle. This bottle is warped here. That's strange. That's really strange. Okay. But anyway, so I thought, well, maybe he'd be there. And he was there maybe like an hour plus later. I don't really remember. And I said, you know, I'm just going to do a Friday bins trip just to see how crazy it was. And man, that place was slammed. I got the last parking spot and move some of this out of the way here. Move some of that. There we go. And to make a long story short, it was just absolutely pandemonium in there. And not necessarily the customers, but what came out of the bins. One row came out after I had looked at a few things, and there was hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of 45 RPM records. Like, oh my gosh. There were a few albums that came through, but not very many. And those were, you know, going a little faster than the 45s. Most of the 45s turned out to be country music, if it's sort of your thing, but $1.29, that's a little bit too much. About $1 would be all you really want to pay, and maybe like 50 cents or a quarter for some of that stuff. That would have moved it really quickly. I mean, I wouldn't have cared, you know, I just grabbed whatever. And I had found maybe a record before that came out, and then another one came out, and another one came out, and all kinds of records and pandemoniums of that, and weird books, and the books were coming out in the merchandise, and some people just leap on the books, even though the prices have gone up, and it was just, well, anyway, let me just show you what I have. I think I have it all here, but it's just absolutely insane when you spend almost $20 at the bins. This bottle just bothering me. There's a weird bottle that I have on my table, and it's warped or something. Maybe the label's crooked. It's just really strange looking bottle. Anyway, so one of the last things I found was this. It's a little scratched here, a little beat up, but I just thought it was really cool. This Hop Along Cassidy lunchbox. It was had DVDs in it, and the DVDs were not there. So somebody kept the DVDs and got rid of the packaging. 3 DVDs, feature films, blah blah. It was probably not a very expensive set there, because Hop Along Cassidy is more or less public domain type stuff. But I just thought that was really cool to have this. I kind of like that kind of television, some of it, in moderation. Then I found, one of the first things I found was this original soundtrack recording, A Patch of Blue. I'm not sure. I had a friend that collects records. I don't know if he passed on this or he missed this, but it just looks kind of like 1960-ish, so original soundtrack recording, music composed by Jerry Goldsmith. Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer presents, Sidney Poitier, Shelley Winters, and Elizabeth Hartman. So there is that one there. It might be worth a couple bucks. It's on Mainstream. So there is that one. I know nothing about that, but it could be, you know, a kind of a cool thing, or it could be just a total dud. So, but it was $1.29 for that one. We'll get through all the albums here first here. This one here, it just says 2014. I think this is 2015 this was put out here. Forest Hills Drive. 2014 Forest Hills Drive. Intro, January 28th, West... I can't read that one. Oh, hopefully this is not rap. Oh, it could be rap. I mean, rap, nothing against rap. Tale of Two Cities with a Z and St. Tropez. I don't know what this is, but that's all there was. There was no cover for this at all. So I figured I'd give it's rare that I find modern records, so I'd give that a... And then we have another newer one here. I don't know if this is the cover. This one says 1.5. Let's see, side 3 and side 4. Don't know what this is. I'm not even sure when this came out here, but I don't know that this is the right record for it. I don't know. This one was in here. KOD and that one there. I thought I had another record here. Oh yeah. No, I should have a third. Oh, that's weird. Well, maybe it was that other one here. I don't know. I'm confused. I feel like I'm missing a record or something like that. I have no idea. I might be missing a record. I don't really know. But I had those two there. And then I stuck this in here because I thought maybe it went to it. I don't really know. Found this poster here, a record poster. And this says a zoo on it. And it's got a picture of an artist renditioning of some sort of zoo on here, which is crazy. And then on the back of it here, or on the front of it, it says zoo with this dude here. So if anybody knows who that is, let me know. I don't know. It was just a poster a record-sized poster, so I figured might as well grab that. See what that's all about. It's not folding up right there. So it might have come with this sleeve here. Do not know, but it was just kind of random stuff mixed in with billions and billions and billions of other things. And then I got these here, and it's like, oh geez, pages, big whoop, they're photo pages, who cares? They're a little on the dirty side, but they will clean up when I dust them off here. And the reason why I got these is because these are Hallmark pages. If you know anything about European cards, photo cards, autograph cards, what do you call it, hero cards type thing, the 4x6s don't fit the regular USA pages, but they do fit these Hallmark pages because these are side loading. So these work great for those things, and I didn't have any of those. I collect only the Hallmark pages for that. And then now we get into some of the other more unusual stuff here. There's a couple of VCR tapes, which I threw the tapes back, which is probably a sin for a VCR collector, but I just thought these are creepy looking covers. So I got Frankenfish and Red Water, and these were just old movie copies here, you know, so nothing super special. One of my friends looked them up on the phone and said they're not selling for much at all. So I said, well, maybe I'll just take these and use some of the extra covers I have at home, the plastic slip covers that go over, and use these as displays. We'll see. But creepy looking movies. They look like they were probably done by the same person that did that. I have no idea, but there was just DVD or VCR tapes all over that we never even heard of before. And this one isn't in super good condition. I didn't look and see if this is looks like an video store rental here, but this is Graveyard Shift, Stephen King. Might have a little bit of value there. I have no idea, but I showed it to my friend. He's like, oh man, you found that. But I gave him all kinds of stuff. Some of the stuff was, you know, between $40 and $80 for some of these tapes that we were finding. It was just madness. I mean, there was money to be had. I got a bunch of sleeves here because I figured if not going to buy the records, might as well get some sleeves. I need a couple of, you know, this one's a little beat there, but this one is pretty clean here. Another Epic sleeve. These are really, really common, but we don't want to go find these things. They're really hard to find because many records are just not in their sleeves. So that just, you know, I just had to get a couple of those. And I found the only top part of this is old 49-cent Swiss Family Robinson with old, what's his name, who played Toby Tyler. I can't think of the actor's name. Not Kevin O'Connor. It's Kevin Conway, maybe? I don't know. He recently passed away. And then Danny from Hawaii Five-0 is right there. Forget the actor's name. James what's his name? I don't know. Anyway, it's a cool movie. And then that guy. I think that guy may have recently passed away too, so I don't know. That was a cool movie. That's one of my favorite. Then I found this here. I thought I might slip that in the edge of a football binder. That's really cool. I think that's paper and not a sticker. But you know, I think that it'll fit in the spine of a large binder there, so that might be cool. Kind of move along faster. I got quite a few more things here. Found some postcards here. One of Yellowstone. It just pandemonium. A lot of this stuff that I found was in the picked over and leftover stuff. Oregon postcard. Nice generic postcard. I like those. That I can use for California, and we got La Grande, Oregon, so there's that one there. Then I found a bunch of cards and pages, except for I didn't realize they were dented, but these are a bunch of the transporters for the track set. Just double check I didn't have those. If they're beat up, I can either send them out or get rid of them. Here's some zoo stickers, kids zoo stickers. A friend's bookmark for whatever reason. Somebody probably paid a good $3 or $4 for that. Usually they have the, no, it looks like, yeah, $4. $3.95 was the original price on that. So, heck, might as well grab that. It cost me a few cents. Figure this might be a cool display. This old Jack Scott, it doesn't have any value, but, you know, it only cost a few cents. You know, just hang it up in the right spot, and that looks kind of cool. It's the same on the back side there, Jack Scott. Okay, here we go. Now we got some more football stickers. Those would be good for TTMs and projects, etc. Go on envelopes, so I grabbed that. That's useful. The woman at the checkout stand said, oh wow, I had this when I was a kid. Jackson Brown, somebody's baby. She's somebody's baby, or something like that. I don't know exactly. Fast Times at Ridgemont High, so that's really pretty cool. Doesn't have any value, and I wasn't sure if I didn't have this on already, so I thought, grab it. $1.29. Then this is Split 75. I don't know what this is. Because I don't know what language. Is this Polish or something? Pervalja Ubav. Or Polish? I don't know what this is. But it's from 1975, it looks like. So I figured I'll see what they are. They're just probably, I have no idea. It could be anything from rock too boring. So I have no idea. And there's something in that language. I don't know what that is. Then this was a kid's book. Really cool. Treasure Hunt of the S-18. So that's really, really neat to have that one. Very, very cool. Looks like it slipped a little bit here. I guess the cover slipped a little bit, so I need to pull that back into the correct spot. Because the cover is, you know, his name is slipped over. So, well, I don't know. Maybe that was just how it was printed. I don't know. Anyway. The Tim Murphy series, so that's cool. Not to be confused with Tim Murphy from Jurassic Park. Then I grabbed this. I don't know the date of this one, but I found the Royal Book of Oz. That's really amazing for 50 cents, 49 cents or whatever. Kind of ripped on there, but these ancient Oz books, this could be from the 50s, or maybe even before that. I have no idea, but that is really neat to find that one. Almost done here. Found an old Marx figurine, but it's interesting because I think it's a fake one. It says made in Mexico, and it said Plastimarx. So I don't know if Marx was made in Mexico, but it says Plastimarx on the bottom. It's underneath the made in Mexico sticker. So who knows what this is, but anyway, it's a Marx mold, I guess. So very unusual of some sort of Native American there, or just native anything. And then I got one movie that I did keep the inside of, another rental store copy, and this is in a world of danger. There's only one solution: Counterforce. No idea. Just thought that was weird. But, you know, my friend is reselling movies, so I figured might as well give those to him instead of... And then last but not least, man, that was a lot of stuff. I got a free box. No, I'm just kidding. This is amazing. This book is from 1828. It is the... Excuse me. It is the Journey to Morocco. A Bazaar. And it's dated 1828 right here. And there is the front page there. This one came from the Scottish Rite Memorial Library of Portland, Oregon. Very, very cool. And then in a date here, I can prove to you it's from that particular date here. I can get to the previous page here. It always sticks to this one here. A lot of foxing going on in the book here. Hope you can read that. But William Harrison Ainsworth, 1828, by Captain G. Beauclerk, 10th Inventory. So it's some sort of ship's story or whatever. And it's got a bunch of these pictures going all the way through it. 1828! That belongs in a museum. That's crazy. And it was just laying in a pile of who knows what that just came out. I mean, some of this damage was probably from the store. Absolutely amazing that this book even survived. There was like a really ancient antique Bible that looked like it had just been ripped to pieces because somebody threw it one direction and it didn't go on the same direction. It went ripped this way and ripped that way. It's just crazy. Just pandemonium. Everything from like really ancient antiques to stuff that was bought yesterday at dollar stores was there. It's just crazy. I've got a book / magazine from like the late 1700s that I found there one time. And I got it for, I think, magazine price or whatever. It was really ridiculously cheap. So that was my trip to the bins. I'll try to show a picture or two, or maybe some video of all the records there. It's just a little quick thing to just show you how much. It was just, let's put it this way, sensory overload. Absolutely sensory overload. So hope you enjoyed some of that. Let me know if you have a bins near you, if you have found anything. I know Caleb one told me, he said he went to one time and he didn't find much at all. You just have to dig to the bottom, you have to dig for a while, and you just have to keep looking, because otherwise you're just not going to find anything. If you have a defeatist attitude, you're just not going to find anything. So that's what I have, and thank you.